Here we have a healthy, awesome container garden set up for success, done the right way with the right potting soil, no topsoil, no clay, none of that nonsense. Don't put manure in the pot, put that in the ground, and you watered it in well, you picked the right plants, you picked quality plants, and this thing is gonna look awesome all season long. This may sound like a boring subject, but if you're paying good money for plants, listen up because it's important. Everyone, I've been in garden retail my whole adult life, ever since I was a teenager. And there's one thing I see every year that bothers me that I wanted to take a minute to share to make sure people don't continue doing this. There is a soil out there called potting soil, and you want to use potting soil, not topsoil, not dirt from your yard. And here's why. Potting soil has a great consistency for root growth. And while plants grow great in the ground, earth and soil is not great in a pot. It's compacted and it drains very slowly, especially clay. So when I see people use topsoils or clay, the plants that they grow in there almost always look hungry or don't drain well, and they end up drowning during heavy rain events. That's why potting soil is the stuff to use. We have our own potting soil here at Groovy Plants Ranch. Let's take a look at what good potting soil looks like. There's a lot of options out there for potting soil. And if you skip the soil part, you're really just wasting your money because your plants aren't going to perform as well as they could. So what does a good potting soil look like? It should be loose and fluffy. This white stuff in it is not styrofoam, it's called perlite. We don't like the products that often come in green or yellow bags that have slow release fertilizer in them. We prefer to use one that does not, because a lot of those box store soils sit on the shelves for a long time. And the way slow release fertilizer works is it slowly releases over time. And if those bags at that warehouse are ever exposed to the elements, that fertilizer can begin releasing. So you don't actually know how much fertilizer is in that soil. There may be too much or there may not be any at all. To some of you, you may have done this a million times. A lot of people are just getting into gardening, so I just wanted to share. So I filled up my container about the depth of one of my hefty, bigger pots here. So I'm gonna make a quick container with some of my favorite annuals here. First up is my spiller. This is Silver Falls, and my butterfly attractor. Here I have orange flame shamrock lantana. I like to say every plant has a face, and in this case, this plant has a really good forward-facing look here, so I'm pointing that forward as this is the vantage point for that container garden. And here I have a sunpatien. This is compact lavender, and then I'm gonna do my favorite Misty salvia, and premium coleus are my jam. Electric lime charged up. This is a full sun coleus, very late to flower. Look at those roots. And there you have it. So you would just take a little bit, fill in the gaps around the sides. There you go, there's your recipe for an awesome summer container garden. Now, what do you do once you've potted them up? Make sure you use fertilizer when you water your plants. It's probably the second thing I see. This might actually be the number one thing I see people not do that they should do after they spend their hard-earned money on plants. So you mix that with your watering can, put your fertilizer in first, your water after, and then you do a nice watering in of that container garden. That first watering is the most important to make sure all those dry areas and air gaps get filled with potting soil, because little baby roots don't like exposure to air, go figure. And water until it starts dripping through. So there you have it.